So today we'll be taking one question from distance and displacement, okay, where an athlete is running, okay. So let me show you that if the athlete is running, right, and it's given that the athlete is running on a circular track, okay. So this will be the circular track where the athlete will be running. Let us say like this, right? This is the shape of a circle, right? Why I'm drawing it, you will be able to explain, okay. So an athlete completes one round of a circular track of diameter 200 meter, right? That means here the diameter of this circular track is known to you, and that is equal to nothing but 200 meter. So this diameter is given to you, and that is equal to 200 meter, right? Now into this question, so the athlete completes one round of a circular track of diameter 200 meter in time 40 seconds. So it's given that, so in one round, what is the distance covered? Okay, it will be equal to, let me write it, in one round, when the athlete is just covering this circular track, then definitely he will cover the circumference of this circular track, right? So in one round the distance covered is nothing but it's equal to 2 pi and r. So the diameter is given to you, so the radius will be nothing but 200 divided by 2, because diameter by 2 will be radius, right? Now from this point let us see. So it's given that at the end of 40 seconds of time, so this athlete completes one round in the time 40 seconds, right? So that means if the athlete is just coming over this track and cover one round, and starting from this point A, let us say this point is nothing but A, then A, then B, then again to A, right? So A to B, then again to A. So this is nothing but circumference, and this portion, that means one round, is captured into the time, this circumference, that is 2 pi r, which we have already calculated, right? This is captured in the time of 40 seconds, right? This is the data given to you, right? Now at the end of 2 meter and 20 seconds, we need to find the distance and displacement. What's that? Okay. So first of all, we need to understand that if in 40 seconds of time, if the athlete completes the one round of this circular track, that means its circumference, that is A to B, then again to A. Here I mentioned that, right? So I'm writing it just like the unitary method when we solving it, right? In 40 seconds time, what is the distance covered? Distance will be equal to 2 pi r, right? So that is equal to, you can see, 2 pi and 200 by 2, right? Now this is the 2 pi r. 2 pi r is nothing but what we have, just I'm writing the same thing over here, okay? 2 pi r is nothing but the distance. And what is the concept of displacement? Since the athlete is starting from A, going to B, then he keep on running across the circular track and then reaches to A. then in one round, the display in 40 seconds of time, we can see that the distance is this much, 2 pi into 200 by 2. But the displacement will be how much? Displacement will be how much in 40 seconds of time, in this much of time? Definitely in 40 seconds of time he completes one round. That means the displacement will be nothing but 0, right? Because the displacement, what is the definition of displacement? Displacement is the shortest distance between the starting point and the end point. So here, if the athlete is starting from A, he keep on running, went to B, okay, again he keep on running, again covering all the circular track, he reached to A. So the starting point and the end point of this athlete is again same. So in this case, in 40 seconds of time, the athlete started from A and again reaches to A. That means the displacement will be 0. Okay, this is nothing but 0, right? But the distance will be 2 pi into 200 by 2, that is 2 pi r, right? So we need to find in the time of 2 minute and 20 seconds, right? So in 2 minute and 20 seconds, this is the question. We need to find this distance and displacement, right? So in 2 minute and 20 seconds, how many seconds are there? We need to calculate, because the reference data, the basic values which are given, that is given into the seconds only, right? You can see here seconds, because in 40 seconds of time he covers some distance, that is given to you. Now in 2 minute and 20 seconds, and how much seconds will be there? So this is simply 2 into 60 plus 20. This will be coming as 60 into 2, 120 plus 20, that is 140 seconds. So in 140 seconds of time, distance and displacement need to be calculated. This is the question which is given to us, right? Hi Black 333 Gaming, hello. So in this much of time, we need to find this distance and displacement, right? So let us do one thing. Okay, since in 40 seconds of time it's given that 2 pi, so let me write it. In 40 seconds, distance covered is 2 into pi into 200 by 2, right? So in 1 second, just apply the unitary, distance will be 2 into pi into 200 by 2 divided by 40, right? Just like unitary method, right? Now here, hello Black 333 Gaming. So here you can see we need to find in 140 seconds of time. This is the reference, this is the not the reference, this is the question which is asked, that in 140 seconds of time what is the distance and displacement that we need to calculate, right? So if in 1 second this much of distance is covered, mind the word distance. Distance means the total, how much distance, how much traveling you did. So that is the distance. But in case of displacement, it is the minimum distance between the starting and the end. हाय यश निगम, आपने 40 को नीचे क्यों डिवाइड किया? Here, yes, because in 40 seconds the distance covered is 2 pi r, right? So if this is the distance covered in 40 seconds, then in 1 second how much of time will be? How much of distance will be covered? This will be definitely, we should divide the entire distance by 40, because this is a more this is the amount of distance, this is the distance which is covered in 40 seconds, then in 1 second definitely it will be lesser than that. Then we need to divide it. Simple, we applied the unitary method, right? Yash Nigam, hope you understand it. Suppose you have been given one pizza and you need to divide it between 4 persons, right? Then definitely all will not get one pizza, all will get a some fraction of that. That means that pizza need to be divided. So that's why I divided the whole distance by 40. Yes, Nigam. Okay, you understood. Thank you so much, Yash. Thanks for putting your query. Yeah. So here we can see in 1 second of time this much of distance is covered. Now the question is that in 140 seconds how much distance is covered. Simply this multiply LHS and RHS by 140. So you get the distance in, we just multiplied this one by 140, then distance will be 2 pi by 40 into 200 by 2. Since we multiplied 140 into the LHS, we need to multiply 140 into RHS also, right? Simple unitary method, nothing more than that. So the distance covered in 140 second will be, you just solve it. You can see here this 0 and 0 will be cancelled out. 2 will cancel this 200 in 100 times, right? Now we have 2, that is equal to, I am writing over here, 2 into pi. Just put up the value of pi as 22 by 7, right? Multiplied with 100, and again this 14, and again this 4, right? So here you can see 2 will divide this 4 in 2 times, and 2 into 7 will be 14, and this 14 will divide this 14, right? So again we are left with 2200. So in 40 second of time the distance was 2 pi r, and in 140 second of time the distance is 2200. So our answer is calculated, that is 2200 meter. So this is nothing but distance. This is nothing but distance. 50% of the question is still left. Okay, that is what is the displacement in this much of time. So let me explain it. Okay, so this part is solved. That means we calculated the distance and the answer is 2200 meter, right? Now you can see in 140 second, how many 40 seconds are coming. In 140 second, how many 40 seconds are coming? Just divide it by 40. Why I am doing it, I will explain. Okay, because in 40 seconds he completes one round. Okay, so it will be coming as 43 120. So it will be 3 round plus 3 round will be completed in 120 seconds, and plus 20 seconds will be left, isn't it? So this 3 round will be completed in 120 seconds. Hi Arjun, you are from Jharkhand Police, great. So here we let me just close this answer, Arjun. Okay, Yash, after that we will continue. Okay, so here you can see, if you divide this 140 seconds by 40, you will get 120. You can write it as 140 as 120 plus 20, right? Because you can see 3 complete round. That means if the athlete is completing one round in 40 seconds, then in 120 second he will complete 3 complete rounds. So if the athlete was starting from A like this, going to B, and again reaches A, right? Here is the athlete starting from A, right? Now from this point you can see in 1/22 of time he completes 3 rounds. He completes 3 rounds. That means starting from A, going to B, and again to A. 1 round. Again, after reaching A, he went for the second round like this, and he completes another round. So that is round number 2, right? And again, after reaching A, he continues and he just completes the third round. That is round number 3. So here you can see 3 rounds are completed in 1/22, isn't it? 3 round is calculated in 1/22. So what we can see that if 3 rounds are calculated, if 3 rounds are calculated in 1/22, then 20 second is left. This 20 second is left, right? So this 20 second is left. So if the athlete is completing all in one round in 40 seconds, then in this, that is 1/22 he completes this 3 round, round number 1, round number 2, and round number 3. Then after 3 round he is still standing on to the position A. This is the starting point. This is the starting point. Okay, this is the starting point, the A. Now the displacement after 3 rounds will be again 0, right? After 3 rounds the displacement will be 0. So in 3 rounds here displacement will be nothing but 0. But you can see still 20 second is left. So in these 20 seconds, if the athlete is completing 1 round in 40 seconds, then definitely in 20 seconds he will complete half round, right? So the position of the athlete will be at B. That is, when you just draw the diameter, he'll just standing at the distance of a diameter. So that means we can say that in 140 seconds what the athlete does, he completes 3 rounds, and after 3 rounds he is standing into the A again at the same starting point. So we can say if the time was 120 seconds, the displacement would have been 0, because the displacement, what is the definition? The distance between the starting point and end point, and that distance should be the shortest distance. So in 3 rounds it will be, the displacement would be 0, but the time given to you was 140 seconds. So the time given to you was 140 seconds. That means 20 seconds extra is available to you when the athlete completes these 3 rounds, round number 1, round number 2, round number 3. That means in the next 20 seconds the athlete keep on running, and he reaches at point B, this point. So B is at a distance of exactly opposite to A. So we can say the distance of AB is nothing but the diameter, right? So the displacement after 140 seconds will be equal to the diameter length, that is AB, and AB is given to you as 200 meter. So 200 meter is the displacement of the athlete. This is nothing but the displacement of the athlete after 100 and displacement of the athlete after 140 second of time, after this much of time, right? So students, in this way we have find that, we calculated that, we understand the concept of distance and displacement, and the question given to us was an athlete completes 1 round of a circular track in of diameter 200 meter in the time 40 seconds, then at the end of 2 minute and 20 seconds, that is 140 seconds, here 2 minute and 20 seconds, 140 seconds will be the total time. Here 140, you can see 140. So in 140 seconds, what is the distance and displacement? So we calculated by unitary method that if in 40 seconds it covers the distance of 2 pi r, that means the track length of the track, that is 2 pi r, that is the circumference of the circle, then definitely in 1 second he will cover 2 pi r by 40. Then in 140 seconds he just multiply, as in unitary method we always do in mathematics, just multiply 1 by 140 into the LHS and RHS. Then we have 2 pi r divided by 40 into 140 as the total distance, which is coming as 2200 meters. So this is the answer for in 140 seconds 2200 meters is covered by the athlete. But that is the total how much he traveled, he run, that is covered. So displacement is the shortest distance between the starting point and the end point. So in 140 seconds you can see 3 rounds will be completed. In 140 seconds 3 round will be completed and 20-second extra is left. You can see this 20-second. So that's why if the question would have been, if it has been asked for 120 second, then the displacement would be 0. But here it has been asked that in 140 second what is the displacement. So here we can see in 3 round will be completed in 120 and 20 second is left. So in this additional 20 seconds, the athlete keep on running, and here he will be reaching at point B, because he completes the capacity of the athlete is given to you in the question, that is in 40 seconds he completes one round, then definitely in 20 seconds he will be standing over here. So what will be the distance? He will be at the half, he will just cover the half part of this entire circular track. That means he is standing at the distance of diameter at a distance which is at a distance of diameter opposite at a diameter length, right? This is the diameter length A to B, right? So the displacement of the athlete is calculated as the shortest distance between the starting point and the end point. So in 120 seconds the displacement would have been 0, but 20 seconds extra is left, so he just keep on running and reaches to point B. So distance between AB is calculated, but here this will be not the distance, it is displacement, because this is the shortest distance between the 2 points and the distance would be 2200 meters. So in this way we have understood the concept of distance and displacement, and we calculated the distance covered by the athlete in 140 seconds, that is 2200 meter. This is our answer. And what is the displacement? That is 200 meter. This is our answer. Okay, so students, I thought to brought this video in front of you because this is one of my initial shots. Okay, so and it's the view of this is even more than 5000. Okay, so I thought to brought this question again in front of you, so that just for a better connect and for a better understanding. Thank you so much for watching. Arjun, Yash Nigam, and Better Gaming. Thank you so much. Be connected. Bye bye. Take care. See you. So let me show the entire page in front of you at closing, so that you can understand how I am making it. So just in front of you, the entire solution is there. Okay. Thank you so much, buddy. Bye bye. Take care. See you.